Greetings, Starlads Forms, and welcome back. And if you are new, a big, huge welcome to you. I feel like I have never said that before, but maybe I should use it in the future. I may have to consider that. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Cez, and I run a channel called Acting My Life, and I upload videos every Wednesday and Friday. But enough about me, let's get on with today's topic. In today's video, we're going to be doing autism and imagination. Now, wait a minute. Something's not right. You should have been here ages ago. Honestly. I wonder if this works. Stephen? Hello? Stephen, are you there?
Buonasera. Buonasera. You come to me on the most suspicious of days. The day that my beautiful daughter is to be wed. And it's because of this occasion that you shall be granted this gift. Wait, who are you? Frankie, who is this girl? Why is she here?
Stephen from Tostemac?
I'm afraid that there's no Stephen here, darling. I'm the Godfather, and the man who everyone respects and fears.
No, you're Stephen, and you were supposed to help me do this vlog on autism and imagination.
Imagination? Darling, I have no need for imagination. I took imagination and turned it into reality. I've got everything. I got the money, I got the power, I got the fame, and I got the wheat. Really? Really?
And for the record, that line was from Scarface, not The Godfather. Now can we please talk about imagination?
All right, we'll do things your way. But I'm keeping the suit on. Dressing up is not as easy as it looks. So, Cez from Acting My Life, how about you start us off?
Gladly. So when we think about imagination, we tend to see children dressing up as their favourite characters or adults expanding their creativity through writing or illustrations in books. We see them for their talents or sharing their imagination to their children or grandchildren. The last thing that anyone would want to see is an autistic person having an imagination. Why? Well, it's complicated.
Wait. Why is that complicated? Autistic or neurotypical, we use imagination all the time on an everyday basis. You don't have to be autistic to use imagination. It could be for any reason. It could be for cosplaying, or reading a bedtime story to a kid, or making a parody from a movie, or even in the adult world where you have to brainstorm solutions to figure out how to solve a problem. Imagination can be a very powerful tool, especially in the hands of those who are creative, like me. So, why is it more complicated for autistics in particular?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Stephen. As many of you know, worldwide, 1 in 6 million children have autism. With teenagers and adults, the figures are still rising. There are things that autistic people may struggle with. For instance, some will have difficulty with social interaction and relationships. Or some will have difficulty to express how they feel because they don't have emotional literacy. Or some people may just feel uncomfortable being in a group.
But regardless of which set of obstacles a particular autistic may face, or the reasons as to why this particular autistic has these set of obstacles, it can be very difficult to even make an attempt at expressing his or herself, let alone trying to communicate with others. The lack of knowledge of social cues in terms of tone of voice, body language, and other social know-hows can have a great impact on the level of confidence an autistic may have when communicating with others, whether it be an individual or a certain amount in a group. Try to think back to a moment in your life when you had to do something that you had little to no experience in, but for some reason or another, it had to be done anyway. Like maybe it was a school project or something at work. How did you feel during that process? Did you feel confused? Scared? Stressed or frustrated that for whatever reason, whatever is forming up in your mind is not coming out the way you want it to be, or that no one could possibly understand the pain and struggling that you're going through right now? I digress. Odds are this is how an autistic may feel when dealing with a situation where he or she has to communicate with other people.
Aha! Now this is where imagination, or social imagination, comes in. Based on the experiences and knowing those around you, a lot of autistic people like to play. Playing is indeed a wonderful skill because not only it would help them to build their confidence, but it will also increase their skills and interaction with other people. Also, it can actually teach them new skills. It can also give them a chance to make new friends and to share ideas within the group, in a classroom or in clubs, particularly drama.
You know, it's kind of funny that you mentioned about playing and drama, because believe it or not, the way I learned to communicate with others is by watching television, particularly Disney movies and anime. And they say anime can't teach you anything. And mind you, this was years before I was introduced to my first ever video game console. Years before I got to play the Nintendo 64, which I actually have to this day and it still works. Hey, say what you will about old video game consoles, they were built to last, but that's a different story. So like, back in elementary school, I would gather around a group of friends who were similar to me, and we would reenact certain scenes from episodes or movies to kind of relive the experience. Or at times, we can even make up our own scenarios just for laughs and giggles. But little did we know at the time that this reenacting and playing around would serve as the cornerstones for our formula for communication as we started to formulate our very own discussions, our own catchphrases, nicknames, you name it. If it weren't for the simple act of playing and reenacting drama around at a young age, if it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't be as social and fluent as I am today.
Wow, Stephen! That's amazing!
Well, what could I say? I'm a man of many talents. And many mistakes.
Chocolate pudding or canned dog food?
Oh boy. Bad memories.
There are so many creative and talented autistic people, from actors like Daniel Craig to scientists like Albert Einstein. There's even an inspirational story about an autistic boy named Owen who learned how to speak after watching Disney animated films. Once his parents realised this, they encouraged him to speak through Disney dialogue, which changed his life forever. There is a film about it called Life Animated, which is available to watch.
Oh nice, that's good for him. Wait a minute. His childhood story sounds very similar to me. He's making money off my childhood!
What?
Now I see what's going on here. That guy thinks he can just take my childhood story, turn it into his own movie, and hog all the money and fame and wealth for himself. Like, oh, look at me, look at my backstory, oh, look at all the money that I have.
Stephen, this is based on something that actually happened. You simply just cannot accuse Owen of plagiarizing just because his story is similar to yours.
But says, this is a serious crime. I can literally feel the money slipping from my fingers.
Tell you what, how about you star in a movie or in a TV show based on your experiences with autism? That way you can ride that horse all day long.
Maybe I will. I still have time.
Right, moving on. So, with all the statics, stories and lives, what does this mean? Well, autism and imagination work together. No one has to be diagnosed to have an imagination. It's part of our everyday lives and it's a part of who we are, and even though it's difficult to expand it, your imagination will always be there to support you throughout your journey.
Well says, I couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, I think I'll end the vlog here. So what do you guys think? Do you think that imagination can be a very powerful tool for autism? Or do you think there are other uses for imagination? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's start a conversation here. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest vlogs. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button. That's how you stay up to date. Also, check out Acting My Life's channel. Her channel is filled with amazing vlogs, and I think all of you will enjoy them. And since we're near the end of this vlog, time for a special announcement.
Wait, Stephen? Did you get a role in a movie?
No, silly says. Even better. The special announcement is my books are now available on Amazon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can get access to my autism books, Traces, an Autistic Pathway to Creative Expression, and On the Trail with Annie and Angel on Amazon. Feel free to look on Amazon, get your own copies today, and see why hundreds of readers have fallen in love with these books. So go online and get your copy today.
Oi! You can't use my YouTube channel as a platform to promote your books!
What? No, I wouldn't do that. I would never do such a thing, says. It must be your imagination. Waka waka!
Wait, where are you going? Stephen, come back! Oh well, never mind. He's gone now. There's nothing we can do. Well, even though he's been and gone, I would like to say a big, huge thank you to Stephen for doing this wonderful collab. And even though he's disappeared, I'm sure he will reappear again at some point. And like he said before, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So I think we're going to be drawing this video to a close on that one. And yes, let us know what you think about autism and imagination. We would love you to share your thoughts and opinions on this one. And that's all we can say, really, to be honest, because that's all, folks. Until then, keep on dreaming and never stop believing. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.